Graduation is an annual rite of passage for high school seniors, an opportunity to celebrate 13 years worth of friendships, hard work, and amazing academic accomplishments. It pains us that due to COVID-19, the class of 2020 will not have the traditional graduation ceremony, full of pomp and circumstance that our seniors deserve. Today, we celebrate the class of 2020 with this official virtual graduation, which follows the personal awarding of diplomas to students during small family ceremonies at schools the past 2 weeks. Born while a nation was grieving 9/11 and graduating under the cloud of an international pandemic, the lessons learned and the skills strengthened during the past 18 years will make the class of 2020 stronger, able to tackle and overcome any challenges that lie ahead, and ready to lead us into the future. We are excited that you have joined us today as Chesterfield County Public Schools celebrates and honors the class of 2020.
Good morning and welcome to Matoaca High School's 56th commencement exercises for our distinguished class of 2020. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to begin by extending heartfelt thanks and appreciation to our school board member, the Honorable Ryan Harder, Superintendent Dr. Mervyn Doherty, and to all of our parents, faculty and staff, and other guests joining us who helped shape and grow this impressive group of graduates. It is my pleasure and extreme honor to celebrate the occasion of this day with each of you. It is now my privilege to welcome our Superintendent, Dr. Doherty, to offer remarks.
To make a difference in someone's life, you do not have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care enough and be there. Quote from M. Hale. Congratulations to Matoaca High School class of 2020 for an exceptional class given the circumstances that we have experienced during this time in history. We know that this senior year hasn't gone as expected, but this class is strong and spirited, and you will overcome this time in history, and it will make you stronger and more resilient as a person in the future. Each generation has a defining moment, and there will be other unique events in your lifetime. I know in my life's journey, I've experienced national crisis and personal challenges, from gas shortages to 9/11, and even today, family and friends with difficult experiences. A quote from Mead says, "One day you will tell your story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone's survival guide." Something to think about. This is a moment of truth. Your choice to make a change in this world. Look around. Life has changed drastically in a short period of time. Your ability to overcome these obstacles and prepare for the future has allowed you to be more flexible and durable. When you tell people in the future that you are a part of the class of 2020, people will automatically think about the group of students who were associated with the coronavirus. However, I prefer to think of this class as one who will move mountains to achieve greatness. Remember, you are not defined as a person by the situation or challenges in your path. You are defined on how you will react to these challenges and overcome these obstacles, stand tall, and lead this generation into greatness. You are already a class that can make a difference. Take this opportunity, learn what you've accomplished this year from resilience, kindness, perseverance, and go into the future and make a difference to others. I have full confidence in you and your abilities. Don't stand in the moment. Run into the future and make things happen. A quote from T. Buddha, "Never let sadness of the past or fear of the future ruin your happiness of today." Go ahead, Step outside the box. Take a shot at greatness. Enjoy the journey of life and do great things. Leave a legacy. No matter what job you have, what college you attend, community service you provide, do it all into the best of your ability. Do not sell yourself short. Expect greatness and give greatness. Remember, set high goals and standards for yourself and for those around you. Greatness is not measured by what you can accomplish, but by the challenges you overcome to reach your goals. And now it is my privilege to read the two seniors' names who were selected by Matoaca High School to receive the Superintendent's Scholarship Award. First, Talisha Petaway, who will be attending Virginia Tech University in the fall, and Neil Hunter, who will be attending James Madison University in the fall. Congratulations to both. I wish you the very best. In closing, may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Class of 2020 from Matoaca High School, again, congratulations. Be strong and courageous. Go out into this world and be a difference maker for everyone you meet. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty. And now we will hear reflections from the Honorable Ryan Harder.
Thank you and welcome, guests and students. Graduates, today you've reached a milestone. One that has taken 13 years, but today you have arrived. For some of you, this may have felt like an eternity. For others, especially your parents, it all happened in the blink of an eye. You put in the long hours studying, completing classwork and projects to prove that you're ready for the next challenge. This is your achievement, and it cannot be taken away, nor can it be diminished. This may not be the climactic end to your years of hard work and dedication that you imagined. It's not what any of us imagined or how we wanted to celebrate your graduation. Do not let this speed bump deter you from the greatness you are going to achieve in this world. Life can be complicated. Things happen. We have all seen how our lives have changed quickly for something we never saw coming or could have controlled. In fact, there will be more situations that occur in your life that will prove difficult and disrupt the norm. The question is, how will you respond and how will you succeed? One of my favorite quotes comes from Michael Jordan. He said, "Obstacles don't need to stop you. Don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or go around it." You and you alone have the power to succeed. Never fear a challenge and never fear failure. These are all learning opportunities that will make you smarter, stronger, and tougher. As your time at Chesterfield County Schools comes to an end, friendships, experiences, and memories will last a lifetime. As this chapter in your life closes, a new one is about to begin. A chapter with a blank page. You are the author, and you can write the story however you want. The only limitation you have is picking up the pen and writing it. You are the future. It will be up to you to shape this country and to shape this world. I am proud of each and every one of you and wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. Harder. It is with tremendous pride that I now introduce our senior class president, Ms. Annie Grace Louthan, to share reflections and charge on behalf of the student body.
Congratulations to the class of 2020, and thank you to everyone who is watching today. Without the support of our friends, families, and school staff, we would not be here. The class of 2020 is certainly a class that no one will forget. The class of 2020 was born during the tragedy of 9/11 and will now graduate during a global pandemic. Though both of these events will be remembered forever, I challenge each of you to reframe how you view these events. To remember senior year as the records that were broken, the ribbons that were won, and the goals that were achieved, rather than the missed prom, missed friends, and missed goodbyes. to keep overcoming whatever obstacles life throws at you, to be more memorable than the hard times, to go out and make an impact, to change the world so that we are remembered as more than the quarantine class. We are overcomers, and we are the class of 2020.
Commencements are further defined by recognizing the students who have performed at the highest academic level. Punctuating their constant academic commitment, please celebrate with me our salutatorian with a cumulative GPA of 5.057, Mr. Lanham Hoffert. And our valedictorian with a cumulative GPA of 5.12, Ms. Bryn Thomas. Their remarks to fellow classmates may be viewed in our senior awards presentation. Well, here we are. To my COVID-19 navigators, my students, full of such grit and perseverance, welcome to the moment that you pivot into the expectations of adulthood, that magical land where seat time and AEP cannot rescue you from missed days or assignments, a place that expects responsibility and accountability, yet desires compassion and consideration. And I assure you, now more than ever, that there is no group more prepared to face the challenges of adulting than this very group of warriors. Today, I would like to focus my message on seeking fulfillment, as fulfillment is what will bring you contentment, happiness, a determined purpose in life. In my opinion, fulfillment is achieved when you find yourself at the intersection of your life's desire and your life's reality. Believing this to be true, you all have been great contributors to my own sense of fulfillment, as my life's desire to work alongside and encourage young men and women to outgrow their potential and to realize new heights has become my life's reality. For your part in that, I want to not only thank you, but to also encourage each of you to go and do likewise. Find what fulfills you, what you are good at, what no one else can do as well as you, and then dive in and create a ripple that will long outlast your lifetime. Over the years, we have talked a great deal about living life with your legacy in mind, and fulfillment in life is an investment in your own legacy, inspiring and directing the next steps of those whom you impact along your journey. So as you move forward in life, always find time to reach back and help someone else along. A story from my first year as a teacher often reminds me of this point and grounds me back in my desire to make each interaction count and living a fulfilled life. Kevin was a 7th grader in my history class. His home life was not much to desire, and most days his free lunch at school was his only meal. He showed up one day wearing these very much worn brown wingtip dress shoes. They were hideous and certainly would gain him no favor among his peers, as shoes reflected status and identity. I publicly complimented the shoes. This was my effort to disarm any teasing that may have come from other students. And after class, Kevin approached me and asked, "You really like these shoes? Would you believe someone was actually throwing these away?" I made what I thought was an affirming comment in suggesting there's some hidden treasures to be found at thrift stores. He corrected me. No, someone was actually throwing them away in their garbage. Humbled by what I took for granted, I complimented his shoes each week until the end of the school year. As he entered my class on the last day, and among other students offering me gifts of appreciation they had either purchased or made, Kevin presented me with a brown wingtip dress shoes. He said, "You always loved these shoes, Mr. Murray, and you made me feel normal when I felt uncomfortable. So I want you to have them." Students, the reality is race, creed, economic status, and even past experiences, they only hinder our ability to create lasting relationships with others if we choose them to. The human spirit craves connection far beneath our surfaces. And if we choose care and compassion, and always seek to preserve the dignity of others, things we should give willingly and freely, we will create deep, meaningful interactions that will positively impact the lives of those around us and transform our society. Students, as you move through life, please remember this. If you give your true and complete selves to whatever it is you do, it will give you back so much more and leave you fulfilled. I will never forget the day one of my poorest students gave me the shoes off of his feet. You see, while I may have temporarily shifted Cavan's reality away from the potential teasing of his peers, he permanently shifted mine, implicitly encouraging and inspiring me to be my best self and to do what is right. And this may mean at times forgoing what is easiest or least resistant. Graduates, in closing, I charge you to go forward and sow good into the world so that the harvest of a new generation will be bountiful in kindness, empathy, and togetherness. Care about others the way I have cared about each of you. And once you've conquered your own mountains, set your anchor in deeply to support the climbs of others toward their own lofty goals. As we write the final words of this chapter, I'm glad that we wrote it together. I will certainly miss you, as you have left fond impressions on my heart, many of you since our days together in middle school. So always remember that you are important and your life has tremendous value, purpose, and meaning. So go big and go bold, but most importantly, go Warriors. I love you all. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Dr. Doherty, Mr. Harder, fellow administrators, members of the faculty, parents, family members, and special guests, I certify that the members of the senior class about to be called have met the requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the County of Chesterfield for the diplomas and certificates they are about to receive.
Oluwanifemi Deborah Abiodun. Kristen Jolie Adams. Gabriel Michael Alexander. Fabiola Marie Alicea. Jalen Lorenzo Allen. Zalia Faustina Allen. Michael Marks Alley. Ichaso Amadin. Chandler Nicole Anderson. Nathaniel James Anderson. Eric Thomas Appleby. Alize Chiante Armstead. Jacob Evan Arnold. Brandon Summer Arrowood. Ariana Luna Ortega. Brandon Paul Atkinson. Anaya Janae Austin. Samaya Milan Bailey. Bryson Andrew Barber. Rachel Lynn Barron. Felicia Lynn Baskerville. Abigail Corinne Bates. Corey Cedric Ball. Cullen Parker Beach. Alani Monet Bellamy. Ethan Carr Benton. Noah Garfield Bethune. Najaya Amor Bay. Najim Amor Bay. Isaiah Alexander Blackwell. Jacob Alexander Blaha. Rayvon Christian Killen Blanks. Aaliyah K. Blevins. Brooke Jean Borsma. Cameron Guy Bostick. Lauren Rain Bolden. Kayla Cecile Bowen, Cameron Wade Bowles, Lexi Nicole Bowles, Tanner Blake Boyd, Coleman Garrett Bowes, Stephen Braswell Jr., Justin Michael Breeden, Tyler Alexander Brenner, Camille Marie Bridgewater, Anna Maria Brink, Charlotte Annie Brock, Taylor Ariel Browder, Jada Lynette Brown, Jasmine Monet Brown, Tiaja Lachey Brown, Tyrell Marvin Brown, Aaliyah Catherine Bell Bullock, Corjay Jemiah Birch, Jaden Deshawn Burgos, Graham Henry Burkhalter, Tyler James Burkhart, Maria Michelle Burley, Stephen Kyle Burnett, William Cole Burnett, Alexandra Sterling Butler, Angel Monier Butts, Michael Allen Kane, Micah Cheyenne Kane, Ashayla Sierra Kane, Zachary Benjamin Kale, Kala Andrea Kales, Taylor Lynn Campbell, Lucas Alexander Carmichael, Jordan McLaurin Carpenter, Ricky Carrillo Sanchez, Tomas Carrillo Sanchez, Kamani Alexis Carter, Aubrey Bruce Cavey, Jesus Ivara Chavez, Ariana Nashe Chavis, Isabella Alexis Chirinos, Mackenzie Allison Christopher, Kanaya Anastasia Clanton, Jamira Lene Clark, Aaliyah Lowe Coleman, Beyonce Lachey Coleman, Alan James Collette, Malcolm Charles Comisac, Christian Edward Cooper, Andrew Wallace Corbett, Kaylee Len Costello, Sydney Nicole Costly, Christian Deron Cotman, Raheem Laquan Cotman, Ava Morgan Cox, Amaya Ray Crawford, Valasia Myangel Crawley, Taylor Jordan Criminese, Jordan Elijah Cruz, McKenna Jane Crockett, Seth Reynolds Cunningham, Keyshawn William Daniels, Devion Anthony Davis, Nisa Ataya Shannon Davis, Luis Fernando Delgado, Samantha Jordan Denny, Denasia Diamond Dickerson, Madison Grace Diltz, Hunter Douglas Doyle, Nathaniel Edward Dozier III, Marcus Lamont Dreyer, Dewey Ray Duggar III. Joshua Thomas Edwards. Kiara Kuan Edwards. Martin Carver Edwards. Aaron Lee Eggleston. Jade Elizabeth Eggleston. Kiana Marie Ellis. Andrew Scott Epps. Luke Alexander Erickson. Carlos Manuel Esquivel. Jackson Kincaid Evers. Desire Adonis Faber. Marjorie Noel Farmer. Daniel James Faulkner. Ethan Graham Feldkamp. Haley Marie Field. Hope Michaela Fink. Jordan Imani Fisher. Kiari Nevea Dene Fitzgerald. Asante Richard Fallarose. John Hunter Follis. Alexa Michelle Ford. Michael Lane Fox. Alyssa Allison Gaines. Elijah Cruz Garcia. Nicholas Daniel Garcia. Ashiana Monet Garrett. Matthew Chase Garrett. Emma Catherine Garrison. Christopher Ray Gaskin. Shemaya Denise G. Christopher Romaldo George Jr. Rebecca Julia Getzler. Justin Bryce Golston. Hunter Dalton Godsey. Samaj Aaron Drade Graham. Brendan Maurice Gray. Nalina Symphony Gregory. Gannon Eugene Grubb. Abigail Lang Gruel. Jeremiah Patrick Gwynn. Ashton Elizabeth Haddon. Ishmael Kaniala Hafiz. Jordan Collie Hall. Callan Ivy Hammond. Barry Tyshawn Keon Harrell. Adasia Allure Harris. Amaya Mackenzie Harris. Arbriana Mariah Harris. Jasmine Nicole Harris. Sylvia Monet Harrison. James Howard Hayden III. Sierra Rochelle Hernandez. Kaylee Marie Hertel. Miracle Lachey Hirsch. Jayla Noel Hess. McKenna Terry Heyer. Justin Laval Hines. Roy Willis Hoffert Jr. Logan Max Hoffman. Amiria Simone Holland. Anicia Chantel Holland. Shaylee Angel Renee Holmes. Colin Diane Hoover. Christopher Ryan Hopkins. Danica Renee Howard. Jaron Wyatt Howard. Jillian Danielle Howard. Peyton Christine Howard. Ann Miller Humphrey. Grace Elizabeth Humphreys. Morgan Alexandra Hundley. Neil Patrick Hunter. Araya Cynthia Hunting. Ella Ann Hutchins. Aaliyah Andriana Jackson. Harley Danielle Jackson. Arthur Jeffrey. Brandon Pierce Jeter. Yamile Jimenez Hernandez. Elijah David James Johansson. Noah Benjamin Johnston. Albany Danielle Jones. Chevy Linda Fitzgerald Jones. Devont Iman Jones. Genesis Tamar Jones. Micah Jaheim Jones. Nevaeh Monet Jones. Asia Kalia Jordan. Alexis Nicole Carroll. Christian Blake Cradgett. Madison Grace Keller. Jordan Tyler Knight. Angie Kong. Ricky Kong. September Elise Josephine Kuzmik. Jory Labuntog. Delaney Ray Lambiot. Daquan Gerard Lampkin. Brendan Tyler Landies. Morgan Ashley Langley. Carter David Langster. Brooke Jean Law. Raymond Andrew Leatherman III. Aaron Christian Lee. Shayla Elise Lewis. Bryson Ray Long. Caleb James Loudermilk. Annie Grace Lauthen. Evan David Luby. Benjamin Matthew Lugo. Yenmi Yaneth Luna Ramirez. Nelia Elise Len. Matthew Chase Lyons. Michael Allen Mahone. Coleman Andrew Maitland. Mark Stephen Mandies. Alan Markham III. James Lee Marsh. Tia Nicole Marshall. Amanda Nicole Marsiglio. Aiden Schaefer Martin. Evan Russell Martin. Luis Fernando Martinez. Ava Louise Mason. Darius Jonathan Mason. Deontay J. Mason. D'Amico Javar Mason. Derek Christopher Mason Jr. Tashawn Janelle Mason. Owen Kelly Mays. Madison Jolie McCrae. Michael Manley McDermott. Charles Malik McElwain. Tegan Ann McKay. Nevaeh Gabrielle McKinney. Brianna Lee McKinley. Faith Amber McLaurin. Emily Jean McLean. Robert Paul Meadows. Ashanti Amani Medlock. Morgan Nicole Mick. Brian Blaine Midget Jr. Amber Raylyn Miller. Draymond Vandreek Miller. Kiesha Finesse Miller. Alicia Janelle Minifield. Sean Patrick Mitchell. Ivan Jose Monteroso. Devin Adonis Moore. Krista Ashanti Morse. Devon Janelle Murray. Jacob Tyler Navarra. Tiro Joseph Navarra, Kevin Cole Neblett, Rihanna Sade Princess Nelson, Erica Riley Newdeck, Tyler Hayden Newell, Jalen Marquise Noel, Jasmine Alexis Noel, Kelsey Ann Norris, Cameron Lee Nunnally, Alexander Quinn O'Connell, Erica Brooke O'Connell, Jackson Zaylor Ogburn, Adekoye Ogunbade, Karen Lizeth Torres Ordaz, Madison Claire Overgard, Christina Michaela Ozorowski, Mikhailo Navon Parker, Devin Patel, Rahul Patel, Austin Trey Pearson, Alma De Fatima Pedroza, Nathaniel Pensil III, Nikasia Christina Renee Pendleton, Talisa Malia Petaway, Ajani Lawrence Petway, Joshua Aaron Pfeiffer, Anna Marie Pletch, Joshua Brinkley Pointer, Julian Neal Pointer, Stacy Julia May Polo, Ryan Lee Porter Jr., Tahir Marquise Porter, Zion Antonio Porter, Anton Marcel Price Jr., Aaron Catherine Price, Norris Thomas Pride, Kelsey Nicole Pryor, Jillian Kathleen Pepke, Milton Lee Pulley, Tanya Quashay Rawlings, Colin James Reed, Ryan Elizabeth Rue, Erica Janae Richardson, Deja Nicole Ricks, Kevin Wayne Ricks, Dawson Allen Riggle, Madison Lee Riggs, Tasha Charisse Rivas Castillo, Adam Richard Reveland, Ian Emmanuel Rivera Rodriguez, Kayla Marie Romero, Jessica Ann Roney, Caitlin Michelle Reese, James Wade Rutledge, Joshua Lee Sacra, Joel Santana Salinas, Kendall Noel Satterwhite, Kirsten Lee Saunders, Rohan Thomas Schuring, Carlette Linchelle Scruggs, Tyrus DeCarlos Settles, Lindsay Abigail Schenk, Lily Marie Shelley, Reagan Michelle Short, Isaiah Haller Simmerville, Gage Wesley Simmons, Ashton Valen Simpkins, Peyton Ray Sloan, Alyssa Nicole Smith, Braden Samuel Spade, Myasia Shawnell Spradley, Tori Dominique Stevenson, Julianne Lynn Stewart, Micaiah Simone Stewart, Sophia Faye Stewart. Alvin Lamarcus Sutherland. Adam Chase Taylor. Jeremiah Mitchell Taylor. Kelvin Jamont Taylor Jr. Ricarlos Dwayne Taylor II. Bryce McCain Thacker. Anna Foster Thomas. Bryn Aline Thomas. Caitlin Edith Thompson. Kelsey Marie Thompson. Lee Allen Thompson. William Cameron Thompson. Frankie Chandwell Timms Jr. Jada Shanasia Tomlin. Anastasia Christina Trent. Carlos Devon Tyler. Christina Solange Valson. Brianna Isabel Vargas. Riley Ann Veazey. Christopher Noah Vyers. Madeline Judith Wade. Akila Lanice Waller Morris. Devin Nicholas Walsh. John Ryland Walsh. Cameron Grace Walters. Jacob Blake Walters. Zykayla Zabria Walton. Emmanuel Nicholas Watson. Stephen Tyler Watson. Zykia Tynese Watson. Emilion Lene Webb. Megan Lee Webster. LaTroy Rashawn Whitaker. James Arthur White. Kayla Michelle White. Lauren Elizabeth White. Madison Grace Wilkerson. Joseph Dylan Wilkins. Cameron Daniel Williams. Keontae Taekwon Williams. Mia Patricia Williams. Kason Spencer Willingham. Spencer Eric Willis. Robert Aaron Wilmuth. Evan Renee Winter. Hunter Thomas Wood. Jonathan Tyler Wood. Shane Matthew Wyatt. Madison Grace Yost.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of the Commonwealth of Virginia and the County of Chesterfield, and on behalf of Superintendent Mervyn Doherty, I now pronounce you graduates of Matoaca High School. You may now virtually move your tassel to the left. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Matoaca High School, I have these final wishes: the happiness of a life well spent, respect from and for your fellow man, and the unwavering love of family and friends. Remember, be careful, but do not let your cautiousness hinder you from embracing the bright, beautiful future that lays ahead.